Record. Okay, here we go. So we're here today to talk about liver, kidney, bladder, kind of the same function, and then we're going to talk briefly about respiratory support. So the information that I'm giving you, and I'll put it on the, I pre-typed these out so I can just copy and paste them. We're going to really just talk about supporting those functions. So if you want to do a cleanse of those functions, this book, Inner Transformations Using Essential Oils, is a good one to get. You can find it on Amazon. And for those of you that are on video, I put it in the group chat. And you can get the chat by holding your mouse over the bottom of the screen, and there, right dead in the center, it says chat. And then the window will pop up for you. Okay, it also came from the book Now What, which a lot of you requested already, and I mailed to you. And then mainly from this 5-pound book called The Essential Oils Desk Reference. And the essential oil desk reference, I just weighed it today. It literally does weigh 5 pounds. And I have some on hand because I buy them in bulk. So you can get them from me for $30. Or you can go to discoverlsp.com. Oh, that all ran together. Essential oils desk reference. If you live in the area, you can pick one up from me for $30, or I can ship it to you for $40. If you order it on discoverlsp.com, it's $48.95 plus $9 shipping. So the bulk pricing really does good for you. So let's see. So we're going to just talk about supporting, not a full cleanse. And the one thing I want to caution you, if you don't read Dr. Leanne's book, if you're going to do a liver cleanse, you should first of all do a colon cleanse. Because if you cleanse your colon and start dumping toxins out of your colon, out of your liver, and it doesn't have any place to go, you're going to be sicker. You want to make sure your colon is functioning well and you're having at least 3 bowel movements a day, good regular bowel movements before you start doing a liver cleanse. Now you can support your liver in the meantime, but if you want to do a cleanse where you're cleaning it out, you want to definitely do that ahead of time. So we're going to start with kidneys. Kidney and bladder are kind of the same thing, and we're going to talk about supporting that. The best thing for building up the kidneys is a supplement that K&B Young Living has called K&B. The letters stand for kidney and bladder, amazingly enough. And the biggest problem right now is K&B is out of stock and has been for a few months now, because I was taking it 3 times a day and it's gone now, right now. So I don't know when it'll be back again. K&B has, somebody's going to have to type in between me because all my notes are running together. K&B has juniper, parsley, dandelion root, uva ursi leaf, royal jelly, and then 7 different essential oils. So it's a tincture, so it comes in a dropper bottle, and you put 5 drops or so in a juice or water or whatever. It tastes really nasty, but it does the trick. My kidney numbers all came up. My doctor was concerned with my kidney numbers. And when I started strengthening it with K&B, they all came up when I started using it. So I really like this product. Valor is great to put on the kidneys. Guess what emotion is held in the kidneys?
Criticism.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear. So Valor is a good oil to put on your kidneys. And your kidneys put right on your back, right underneath your rib cage on either side. That's where your kidneys are. So put the Valor right there. And Valor is the emotional support of courage, strength, you know, self-esteem, going out into the world to face it all. So, or you can put it on your foot, and on your foot, the kidney reflex point is just below the ball of your foot. So I don't know if I can get my foot up here to show you. So right where your, you know, your big toe ends, just come right down here and then right in the middle. I mean, right where this, you know, this big muscle thing is here, and then right in the middle, that's where your kidney reflex is. So just rub the Valor right in there, and that will be supportive of your kidneys. Lemon and grapefruit are great oils to support the urinary system as a whole. So if you put a drop of each in your Ningxia or in some water in the morning, it's a great support for your urinary system. And Ningxia Red is really good support for your urinary system. Ningxia Red is the wolfberry juice drink, and it actually supports every system in your body. So so it's a great drink to drink every day. Its phytonutrient profile, it has higher vitamin C than oranges. It has more beta carotene than carrots, and it has more calcium than cauliflower. So, and calcium is responsible for functions like normal blood pressure, and your kidneys also support your blood pressure. So, so calcium and vitamin C are good for that. Vitamin C makes your urinary tract acidic, so it creates unfriendly terrain for bacteria. Hi, PJ. So vitamin C, we have regular vitamin C and we have chewable vitamin C. So either one of those will be great to take. And of course, if you have compromised kidney or systems with your urinary tract, Inner Defense, ImmuPro, Life 9, those are all good ones to take for that. Inner Defense is a gel capsule that has essential oils in it. ImmuPro is the one we talked about last week. That's the chewable capsule. It's probably about that big around, and it's chewable. It's got strawberry and wolfberry in it, and then it's got some mushrooms in it, reishi mushrooms. So it's also good for your immune system, and it has melatonin in it, so it helps you sleep. So chew that just before you go to bed at night.
Which one you chew?
ImmuPro.
ImmuPro.
Mm-hmm. Okay, another good support is mineral essence, and that's a supplement just with microfine minerals in it. So it's a great supplement for after you get all your vitamins in, then get your minerals in. And then helping to digest any of the enzymes, essential zyme, digest and cleanse, essential zymes 4. Let me see, what's the name of that other one? Oh, detoxime. Any of those will help your digestion. I take 4 detoxime before I go to bed just to help my body process toxins while I'm sleeping. Okay, and then because I was out of K and B, I got, Alice, would you just type some kind of message in there, okay, or I don't care what, just so there's a space in there? And so I got this out of the reference book. It's a blend that you can make up yourself, and it's for kidney support. And I just pre-typed these on a Word document so I could just paste them in. So get a dropper bottle or something like that and put 6 German chamomile, 6 juniper, and 2 fennel in there. And then after that, 6 German chamomile, 6 juniper, and 2 fennel. Now I'll just like multiply that. I'll do 24 or 48. Just, you know, do the same proportion, just multiply it out so you can make a bigger batch at one time. But I make it in a dropper bottle, and then you put 5 drops in an empty capsule, and then fill it the rest of the way with the Young Living mixing oil, which is called V6. And take that twice a day. And that will be a support to your kidneys. Okay, any questions about kidneys?
Nope.
Okay.
What juice besides cranberry? I know I grew up, because kidney runs in my family issue, that you got to get your cranberry juice. Anything else besides cranberry juice?
I think that's a good one. You want to make sure your cranberry juice, if you can juice it yourself, that's the very best. If you
wash your hands.
If you buy it in the store, you want to make sure that you don't have any sugar in it.
That's hard to take.
Yes, well, the sugar won't do you any good. It's going to counteract the cranberry, and then you might as well not even drink it.
Right, you took that Ocean Spray is nothing but a punch.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
going to move. No, suppresses the immune system, so that would depress the immune system and do your kidneys no good.
Right, exactly, exactly. Okay, so moving on to liver. Most of the information I found on the liver was more about treating conditions for the liver. And so we're not going to get into that, but the main thing for the liver is not introducing toxins, chemicals, alcohol, prescriptions, anything that you take into your body. Your liver has to detox from your system. And if it gets overwhelmed, it just starts storing it in the fat in your body. So, and one thing I discovered, my niece was in the hospital with liver failure. And so I was doing a bunch of research online. The very absolute worst thing you can do for your liver is take acetaminophen, which is the brand name of Tylenol. So I'm sure there are no name brands, Meyer brand and that kind of thing. with alcohol.
Ooh.
That's the worst. Acetaminophen by itself is not good for your liver. So rub on your pain essential oils and leave the pain relievers on the shelf.
So what are the pain?
What's that?
What are the pain essential oils?
The pain oils. Deep Relief is a roll-on. Panaway. Copaiba.
No, I have to sanitize it.
What is that one that I love? I'll think of it in a second.
Say those again.
Deep Relief.
Deep Relief.
Yeah, it's a roll-on.
Okay.
Panaway.
Panaway.
Panaway. Panaway.
Oh, Pan. Okay, Panaway.
Panaway.
Mm-hmm.
Copaiba.
Spell it, please.
Copaiba.
Okay.
There's another one, I can't think of it right now.
Is it wintergreen?
Well, wintergreen and peppermint are definitely good pain relief oils. And they're in Deep Relief and
Okay.
Panaway. But if you only have peppermint and wintergreen, they can definitely help.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, what is that other oil? I'm looking quick. Unfortunately, I don't think this. Pain. Cool Azul. Cool like cold, and then AZUL. And there's
again.
Cool like cold, cool, COOL, AZUL.
Okay.
And there's a Cool Azul pain cream, which is excellent.
Over there, going over there. Going over there.
Okay, and the one I couldn't think of is Relieve It. RELIEVE. Relieve It. That's an oil also. Okay, so back to the liver.
Oh, Relief It.
No, it's Relief. I spelled it wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, LIEVE. RELIEVE.
Okay.
Relieve It.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, so back to the liver supplement. Well, there's some oils and some supplements. So everything that Young Living has that starts with the word Juva, Juv like Victor A, Juva, is for the liver. Okay, Juva Cleanse, guess what that does? It's supporting of the liver and balancing. It's an oil. For 5 milliliters, this oil is $109.75. So
$109.
Yes.
And 75 cents.
Yep.
Okay.
So there is a vitality of that oil, so you can take it internally or you can rub it on your feet. It is safe to use on children, undiluted on their feet if they are walking. So if they're a toddler, it's safe to use on children on their feet. If they're not walking, you can dilute it. Okay, The next one is Juvaflex. This one is only $28.75. And it suggests that you put 2 drops in a capsule 3 times a day. And for those of you that have ordered recently, that was a free oil in the last couple months. So you might have a bottle. Okay, the next one is Juva Power. It is a powder, and you sprinkle it on food, or you can put it in 8 ounces of whatever kind of drink you want to put in. You can put in water, juice, or that kind of thing. And it's a vegetable powder complex. It's a high antioxidant, and it's a rich source of acid binding foods. Has a whole bunch of different products in it. That is $44 for it's a bottle of powder. Then the last one is Juvatone.
Juva what?
Tone, T-O-N-E. Oh, here's the oils. See, they both come in Vitality. Juvaflex and Juva Cleanse is the brown one, and Juvaflex is the red one. And Juvatone is a tablet. It doesn't come in a gel cap. It's a powder tablet. And when you smell the bottle, it doesn't smell great. But it is a herbal complex made to support the liver with high sources of choline in them. And the suggested dosage on the bottle is 2 tablets twice a day. Between meals, it suggests. Okay. The emotion that is held in the liver is anger.
How much is the Juvapone?
Oh, I'm sorry, Juvatone. Oh, I didn't write it down. Let me look it up real quick. I'll just take a second. While I'm looking it up, the emotion that's held in the liver is anger. And so a good essential oil for that is release over the liver, can be supportive of the liver. Whoops, went too far.
Cricket,
Yeah.
can you, back on the Juva Power real quick?
Mm-hmm.
You said it had high what?
Choline.
Oh, no, the power, not the tone.
The power. It's a rich source of acid binding foods.
Oh, acid binding.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and the Juvatone is $36.75.
$36.75.
Right, and 150 tablets come in the bottle.
150 count.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and any questions about the liver?
Yes, I had one.
Sure.
Did you say before you do a liver cleanse, you should do a colon cleanse?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, on to respiratory. Some of the people on, Miho, if you're trying to talk, let's see, let me unmute you. Oh, you muted yourself. Okay, you're good. Okay, respiratory. People that have chronic respiratory problems also have poor bowel habits. So for respiratory, you want to make sure that, again, that you're cleaned out, that you can move things through. Now, some respiratory concerns can be related to allergies. So the thing that a lot of people have found great support for allergies is equal drops of lavender, lemon, and peppermint.
Lavender,
Lemon,
lemon.
and peppermint.
Thank you.
Yep. So you can put, you know, a drop of each in a gel cap and take that internally. You can rub the combination across your cheeks and nose if you've got itchy eyes and drippy nose. Probably the internal is going to be the best for you, but I know a lot of people have found great relief with using lavender, lemon, and peppermint. Okay.
Okay.
The other thing is, of course, the products in your home, aerosol products especially, but even bleach is a huge culprit of respiratory problems. You know, that stuff evaporates so much, and then you're breathing it into your lungs, and it's like the president said, let's just all inhale Lysol and then we'll be fine. No, I don't think so. Oh, so
are you saying all aerosol sprays that have those chemicals, like even hairspray?
Oh yeah, anything that you spray into the air, you're gonna breathe it in. So that's gonna compromise your ability to breathe. If you spray Lysol or Mr. Clean or 409, if you have those plug-in air fresheners, if you light candles, all of those things are going to be, you're going to be breathing them in. So get out your diffuser and put your essential oils on, and that'll freshen the air and give you a nice welcoming scent. And people will come into your house and say, wow, your house always smells so good. Don't they, Alice? Don't they, Janice?
This is a good time to be diffusing thieves.
Yes, exactly. Thieves.
In that book, 350 Uses for Thieves, those sprays, those handy sprays, are in alignment with using a diffuser. I think even one of them, I was reading the book last night from cover to cover. I think there's a recipe, how many drops of Thieves you put in a diffuser for different things.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that book, 350 Uses of Thieves.
You're welcome.
Because when I didn't have any, I would take the laundry detergent and I would dilute it in a bottle, put water in, and then spray the bathroom. Because I said it'd be the same thing if I was washing out the bathroom sink.
Yeah.
So I would spray, not the laundry detergent, the household cleaner.
Household
cleaner. That's what you use.
Yeah.
So would dilute it and put it in a bottle. Now, this is just my own thinking. Well, if I'm going to wipe a sink down with it, I might as well spray it in the air.
Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes when my husband's been in the bathroom and I come in behind him, I'll get the cleaner off from underneath the sink and just spritz it through the air a couple of times, and it just takes the smell away just like that. So
yes.
Okay, so oils for respiratory. Are you ready to jot this down?
Yes.
All the eucalyptus oils. There's like 4 different ones. So anything eucalyptus.
All the eucalyptus oils.
Yes. And if you want to get them already combined, get Breathe Again Roll-On.
All combined is called Breathe Again.
Yes.
One more time. You said breathe in or breathe again?
Breathe Again.
Again. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Other ones for respiratory support. RC. Just the letters. R like respiratory. C like concern. That's basically what it stands for, respiratory concerns. Silence my phone here. Raven. Raven is a blend of a bunch of different respiratory oils also. If any of you just got your starter kit, it's one of the oils now in the starter kit. It has an oil in it called Raven Sara. That's a single. And that one's good for respiratory. Then there's one that's in the kids scent line, and it's called Sniffle Ease.
Sniffle Ease?
Sniffle.
And
yep.
Ease.
Ease.
Now, Crickets, with so many COVID-19 patients, and when they're in the hospital, we know it compromises the immune system. That's why we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
And the next system is the respiratory system. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, like I said, I mentioned, I heard the doctor say also the kidneys. But when you have respiratory concerns or problems, that affects the lungs, right? That's the organ in the body. When we talk about the respiratory system, we're really kind of talking about the lungs, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay. So when people have pneumonia,
yes, and
I heard that Oprah had Stedman sleeping in the country cottage guest house because she had a serious bout with pneumonia.
Okay.
And so she didn't want to take any chances. So do these oils help fortify the lungs?
Yes.
And if you pneumonia before and so forth?
Yes, they'll help keep the lungs healthy.
Okay.
Very supportive. And I'll tell you in just a second how you can use any one of these oils. And then the last one is Copaiba. And that's spelled C-O-P-A-I-B-A. Okay, Copaiba is a huge anti-inflammatory. So for any of these oils, you can rub them on your chest. Your lungs can also be reached from your back. So you can have somebody massage it on your back in the area where your lungs are. You can put it in your diffuser while you're sleeping at night. Put it right by your bed so it's blowing right towards you and you're breathing it in while you're sound asleep. And you could mix them. Put a few drops of RC and a couple drops of Copaiba in there. You can get a little tent and get one of the diffusers that does not use water. There are some out there. and hook the bottle right to the diffuser, and then get inside the tent and breathe the oils straight in, like, so it goes right down into your lungs.
Excuse me, do they still have the aroma dome?
The Aromadome is what I use. Yeah, it's not available through Young Living anymore, but you can still order it if you Google it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Aromadome?
It's like a mini tent, and you open up the package and it just pops up, sets itself up, and then there's pockets in there for you to put the oil in. So it's above your head. You lay down on a bed and put this tent over top of your head. And then you put the oil in the little pocket that's up above you. So when it blows out, it falls right down on you so you can breathe it in easier. And you're in that confined space. So the molecules don't escape all over the room. They just are in that one space in the Aromadome. But you could also, put a towel over your head and breathe the oils in that way. You just don't want to use you can breathe them in straight from the bottle, put them in your hands, put it over your nose and mouth and breathe it in. Just don't put if you have respiratory concerns, do not put your nose over a diffuser that has water in it. You don't want to get that water down in your lungs.
Cricket?
Yeah.
Use RC, all of them actually in my CPAP.
Yeah.
At night. Like the old CPAPs, you couldn't add oils to it, but now the newer ones, you can actually add oils to the water. But to be safe, you can always just add the oil to the little pad, the filter pad. That's on the back.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's another option.
Yeah, that's cool. Could everyone hear her?
No.
She uses a CPAP machine at night.
Okay.
And so she'll put one of the respiratory oils in the water in her CPAP.
Oh,
okay.
Good idea.
And it has to be very small amount. So I use a toothpick, put that in the oil, and then I put that, kind of swirl it around in the water before I close.
So put a toothpick in the bottle and then swirl the toothpick around in the water. Now, another thing that gets the oils, pushes it deep into your system, is a warm, wet cloth. So you could put the oils on your chest and then put a warm, wet cloth over your chest and just let it push the oils in. So if you have an achy hip, put your desired oil over your hip and then put a warm, wet cloth over your hip. If your knee has a concern, put whatever oil you're going to use on and then put the warm, wet cloth on. And remember, a lot of pain comes from inflammation. And what's the big anti-inflammatory oil?
Copaiba.
Copaiba.
Spell that, please.
Copaiba, I already spelled it.
Oh, that's the one with P-O.
C.
Yeah, I have it. I wrote it down when you spelled it.
It's a C like Charlie.
A-I-V-A.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So anytime you want something to work better, Copaiba. Peppermint is also a good anti-inflammatory and will help other oils work better. So put peppermint on over top of that. Peppermint's great for breathing in too. Have you ever breathed in peppermint when you're a little stuffy and then all of a sudden your nose breaks free?
Yes.
That's a pretty cool feeling.
I do it after dinner.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Too full.
Yeah.
Cricket, can I ask a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
You were talking about not to do it with water. A long time ago, trying to remember, this was a few years ago, but it was like allergy related because I was like super, super stuffy. And I thought, I don't know if it came from Young Living or where, but it was to put the oils in a bowl of hot, steamy water and then do the towel thing over your head to breathe, you know, and it to help loosen my, again, it was allergy related. It wasn't, you know, lung related. But so is that just different then? I mean,
yeah, that's kind of for your sinuses.
Okay.
Like the neti pot, that's water, that kind of thing. But to breathe it down into your lungs, you don't want to breathe that much water down into your lungs. So
because you'd be getting the steam. I mean, it was the steam that okay. I just wanted to clarify. Thank you.
Yeah, good question. Thank you. Other questions? Look at that, we did that in 50 minutes. Any suggestions on what we want to do next week?
What time is the meeting next week?
Same time, 7 o'clock. Same number and everything.
Vision, eyes. Vision. Correct. Anything that deal with eye health is one suggestion.
Yeah, I like that.
Because, you know, my mama, hi, Mama.
Hi, how you doing?
She's the one that told me, try to avoid cataract surgery at all costs.
Okay.
So I want to get my eyes healthy. So, because every time I go to my ophthalmologist, he says, you know, you have cataracts. I said, yes, I do. He said, would you like to have cataract surgery? I said, no, I don't. So,
okay.
So he says, I said, how's my vision? He said, well, it's not 20/20. I said, well, I don't need 20/20 because I'm not flying jets.
Yeah.
So we do want our eyes. I mean, as I'm decluttering, being sheltered in, I found this great book on eye health years ago, and it has everything in it from eye exercises and so forth. But one of the things it says, don't get dependent on your glasses. Try to go without your glasses because your eye is like your heart. It's a muscle. So you have to use your eye muscles like you do other muscles in your body. See, I'm going to have to call the police on this guy outside of my window here.
Okay, well, we can talk about that next time, okay?
Okay, but that's not the only thing. Anybody else have suggestions?
Any other ideas? Or I'll think of something.
I think that's a good one. The one about the eyes, I think is a very good one.
Okay.
Okay.
Janice, are you trying to say something?
Oh, one more thing, Cricket, is the heart. Heart health.
Okay.
Okay. Because I know we had 3 topics today. So, because one of the things with the COVID-19, patients, as you've heard, African American people are being more impacted than others, and it comes from having some underlying issues, and one of those heart, high blood pressure, diabetes, and so forth. So if your heart is good and strong and you have normal blood pressure, then you pretty much, like everything else, can deal. Oh, here's the third one, the brain. Memory health, cognitive ability, all of that. So brain health, we do eyes, heart, and brain.
Okay, I'll see how much is in each of those if we can. We went through these pretty fast, so if you guys feel like we covered the subject well tonight, I can do the same thing and just run down the items and a couple other suggestions. Did this feel like you got some ideas of what you can use for those systems tonight?
It was very helpful to me. Yeah.
Very helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very helpful.
Well, we'll try doing that same thing then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Teresa, you have any?
One more thing.
Ricky, thank you again for being a leader in health and wellness. I put you up there with our Governor Gretchen.
Oh.
America, women rule as leaders.
Yeah.
Right.
I thank
We
you,
have
Ricky.
common sense.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Katie.
you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Okay.
What was the replacement for the K and B and like a 6 German chamomile and 2 fennel? And what was the other one?
6 juniper.
Juniper. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Let me double check that myself. Hold on. Cricket, that was Miho. She's my hula dance sister.
Yeah.
Okay. 6 German chamomile, 6 juniper, and 2 fennel.
Yeah. And
Yes.
put 5 drops in a capsule and fill the rest with V6.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Put 5 drops in a capsule?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
V6 is a massage oil complex that you can cook with, you can massage with, you can take it internally for you can mix things with it too. So if you need to dilute an oil before applying it, you can use the V6, and that's from Young Living. So, okay. I'm going to stop the recording.